Hi.
Please introduce yourself and the organization that you represent today.
Sure. My name is Karan Gupta, and I'm a regional director for Africa and Middle East for Panel Voice Domain at KANTAR World Panel. What we essentially do is we help brands shape their future by understanding what consumers need, what their opinion is, and what their buying behavior is. And essentially, it's a powerful single source data that we have where we collect how purchasing habits are evolving in this hyper environment of the consumers. And then on top of that, we develop our insights and recommendations, and we provide the consumer durable brands with, what their consumers, what their target audience is looking for.
That's quite interesting. So you're an honoree here tonight at the Fuel 2.0 conference. So what does it feel like you're finally receiving recognition for your many accomplishments?
Well, it's a proud moment, of course, and it's not something that I can assure that it's not something that has happened overnight, because a lot of effort over the years has gone by into, and this, I guess, is a result of whatever has been over the past few years. 2023, 2024 has been amazing for me personally on a professional front, because uh, before this, I got recognized by one of my clients as their agency partner of the year for entire Africa, which is across all their research partners, across their creative agencies, and I'm talking about a brand like Unilever actually recognizing me.
Oh, perfect. Congratulations on that too.
Thank you. So for me, yeah, it's just a testament of the work that I've been able to put in with my team for my organization and trying to help my brands and my clients in terms of, taking some good actions around growth.
Initiatives. Yeah, honestly, you deserve it. Congratulations,
Thank you.
many, many congratulations. I'm sure a lot of people are watching that are actually inspired. It takes a lot of hard work to get where you are today. Give them some words of advice.
Oh, well, it's an interesting bit, but well, all I could say is that when we have the passion for the work and proactivity, and when we start thinking and putting ourselves in the needs of our end consumer or customer, for me, these are my clients. For others, it could be B2B companies, it could be anyone else, but at the end, we are all in partnership working with different people. When we start putting ourselves into their shoes, understand their requirement better, and then start working as if we are literally part of their organization, and think from their point of view rather than ours, that's where it really works out. Um, eh, to go back to why Unilever recognized me essentially was on 3 or 4 key fronts which they felt were essential in identifying someone for that award, and that was because they felt I was collaborating, understood their business needs to start with. I collaborated with them like I was one of their own team. I mean, towards the end of which was a massive 1 year project, they literally felt like Karan is part of our extended team, just sitting outside of our organization. Um, so that's a great feeling to have, and that only could happen when I was able to work with them very closely. And then on top of that, that's where we start building our or incorporating our expertise, which is technical expertise you could have on the subject, and we start providing them with what they are looking for, the answers that they're looking for. So till the moment you are putting yourself in their shoes and providing them the right actions to go forward with, answering their questions and helping them out, I guess that's what everyone could do.
That's insightful advice. So basically, collaborate, put yourself out there, do not hesitate. Thank you so much for that advice. Tell us a little bit about the conference. How has Fuel 2.0 been for you so far? The networking, the learning?
Oh, I like the buzz here. I mean, there's so much warmth. You could see that people are interacting right from the morning when you have the tea and refreshments going on. That's when the engagement really starts, and people are engaged in the discussion just out there, and the session is beginning, and the moderator out there has to just rush everyone in because the conversations just keep bubbling up. So I guess it's quite warm. I've loved interacting with a few already this morning, and I'm looking forward to interacting with a lot more.
That sounds wonderful. We hope you have a great time. There's still 2 more days to go.
Absolutely.
So hopefully you enjoy it. I'm sure a lot of people want to reach out to you for collaborations. You mentioned collaborations for advice. Where can they reach you?
Yeah, so like I said, we are a consumer research agency. We do market research, and we help our clients. We have our social media platforms. So, someone wants to look us up, we have our LinkedIn platform from World Panel by KANTAR. Myself, I'm there on LinkedIn as well. So by my name, Karan Gupta, it could be possible to search me out. But yes, my organization, World Panel by KANTAR is our bigger firm, and we could be reached out. We have our office here in Dubai. We are a UK-based company, globally present. Yeah, so it's quite easy to search if someone just looks out for Kantar.
I'm sure many people are going to reach out to you and get you. So tell me a little bit about the work that you do. How can the brands take initiative based on customers' health and wellness needs?
That's a good one, and it's one of the topics that I'm going to talk about
Oh,
on the conference. And recently, what we did was a study where we this is an upcoming trend, right? I
yeah,
mean, everywhere we see there's so much uh, involvement that now people have trying
yeah,
to achieve their health and wellness goals, and it's just
yeah.
not physical health that people talk about. It's mental health, which is also gaining a lot more importance and traction. Now,
Awareness.
yeah, awareness is increasing, and people are getting conscious about how they want to manage that part of their lives. So essentially, through our study, which we have conducted across 35 countries
Yeah,
across the world, we have identified what consumers are facing, what challenges they are facing in achieving these goals.
that's
What
quite
is that they first
interesting.
of all look for as well? You know,
Yeah,
when I have to talk about achieving a good mental well-being,
yeah,
what is that I look for? Do I look for a good sleep pattern? Do I look for less stress? What is that is more important for me, and how do they want to achieve those goals essentially? So we have a large set of data, I would say. It's literally a big data source that we have, and we know these consumers, we know what they are wanting, we know how they go about achieving those needs. So if a brand wants to reach out to their target audience and tell them that, look, I as a brand, A, stands by what you want to do, and this is how I'm going to make it simpler for you to achieve those goals. Um, then they can come to us. We are going to help them understand what exactly the target audience is looking for. Who are these people? It could be in any country of this, like I said, 35 countries. So it could be any of those 35 countries. And if they want to understand more about on those topics, on what actions can they take to get closer to their
yeah.
end consumers, we could help.
That's wonderful, honestly. I think that's quite interesting. I want to look into it even later. So, you mentioned upcoming trends.
Yeah.
Have you done any other insightful research on other upcoming trends? You said customers care about their wellness and health. What about some other things?
Oh, well, there's another topic which is, I think, each one of us feels,
Yeah.
which is the rising prices.
Yeah,
Right?
that's so true.
We know they hit hard, uh, everyone, and well, there are people who belong to the lower rung of the pyramid in every country. And
That's
in some
true, yeah.
countries, there are a lot more people who get affected very easily when the prices increase of your regular commodities, of your rentals, of your utility bills, of even the grocery that you have to purchase, the school fees for the parents, and that puts a lot of pressure on the wallets
Yeah.
that consumers have. And when that happens, your spending goes down. Um, your savings goes down, and that also then leads to the first topic that I was talking about. I mean, it impacts
Your
one's
health.
stress
Yeah,
levels,
that's so
but
true.
then yeah, at the same time, then how do consumers manage in those situations? How do I adapt my spending habits? How do I go about where do I rationalize my spending as a consumer?
Yeah.
When you face those crunch situations, we have done that kind of study. For us, the benefit is that through World Panel, we don't have to ask, like, for us, if you are
Yeah.
someone who's showcasing that behavior, I don't have to ask you how you're doing that, because through our behavioral data that we capture at World Panel, you're already telling us what you are buying day in, day out for grocery, for FMCG products. So we get to know over a period of time that how you have
Yeah.
changed your behavior, because and it's a real behavior document. So today, let's say you go to a retail store and you purchase certain products. Last year, perhaps you were purchasing a different set of products
Correct.
in your
Yeah.
basket. So I could look at that evolving trend in your basket,
Yeah.
and like that, we've got a huge panel in like UAE and Saudi and a lot of other countries. So we are able to study this large set of data, continuous data, which is there, which we collect on day-to-day basis, and then basically can understand that due to the rising prices, whenever the hit is,
Yeah.
how consumers adapt, how they're changing their behavior. So for marketers, for brands, if they have to get more consumers, because that's the way to grow. Essentially, if I as a brand has to grow, the main thing I have to do is find more consumers and for
Yeah.
a brand. So in this situation, when actually consumers are leaving the brand or might leave the brand because, well, the price increase, I need to rationalize somewhere. How do I make sure that I'm safeguarding my brand as a marketer And if someone wants to understand, again, we are there to
That's
help them out.
that's actually quite interesting. So, when people have to cut down on their finances, what they do and what they don't, the study to that, I didn't know there was a whole study that goes into it. That's remarkable. Thank you so much for that insight, and I hope you have an amazing
Sure.
conference. Congratulations once again.